all about the Husky Olympics. So we have about 8 things we compete with. We'll have a bowling contest. They're in teams. Home run derby with tennis rackets and tennis balls in the stadium. We had the free throw shooting contest already, so things are starting to shake out. The Husky Olympics are very important around here.
It was similar to the Peach Bowl. They had all those extracurricular things.
Right, except for this is like they're in teams and they are competing to win, and have presentation each night after an event. So that is one thing that helps.
So a snow cone, a food truck, I mean, little things matter to big guys who like to eat.
That's one thing that's very important around here is food, for sure. So we make sure it's as good as it can be with as much health as we can bring to it as well.
In seriousness, after 1 week, do you like the attitude, the hard work of the team? They're still bearing down?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think as we go forward from here, that's what we're really interested in. The next 2 weeks as a coaching staff. I mean, it's one day at a time. It's one meeting at a time. But it really is. These next 2 weeks will be really. I think everybody in America is going to go out and have a good first week. If you don't, you got big issues. Everybody can have a good first week. It should. It's kind of when you move forward from there.
What did you see from Sunday's tape, first day in pads?
The only thing that's really different when we go in pads is we'll do a little cutting, a little more live cut. Other than that, our practices seem very, very much the same all the time. They practice fast. They're trying to practice with great posture. They're imagining and visualizing things, and so I kind of like it that it doesn't feel a lot different when we put pads on.
It just feels like year after year coming up now, it's just less contact in fall camp now. It just seems like there's been a move towards more thud tempo style and maybe less full live type stuff.
I don't think we're that much different than we've been the last few years. I don't know what's going on the rest around the country, but I think you can get better at tackling. I think you can get better at playing football by not having full live contact all the time. And I think it's our job as coaches to figure out how to make that happen without being in a full-on scrimmage all the time. We'll probably have as little live plays as we've ever had, but the live plays are really important, and we have to do some of that to get better. We understand that, but I still think you can improve rapidly and dramatically without full-on tackling to the ground, because there's a lot of contact going on without tackling to the ground.
Have you noticed a correlation between that and staying healthier?
Yeah, I think so. I see our guys get dinged in just little stuff anyways, but you try to be smart and minimize the odds as much as you can. So we'll see. It's a long month.
Pete, something that's been in the news today about football and school not going hand in hand. I think you would probably disagree with it. What are some of your thoughts about that?
I've been saying this for a long time. I think it's really hard to be a college football player. It's harder than being a pro football player. Not the level of football, but what they had on their plate. I totally agree with that. You got college in general, and then you have these, academics that are extremely time-consuming and by time commitment, and also by just a mental, like it's always there's always something right around the corner that you're gonna have to deal with, especially on the quarter system. It goes so fast, and then you got this really important football thing going on as well. I don't think most people realize, that are not in the mix every day, how hard that is and how much they do have on their plate. But this is what college is. This is not pro football. They are here to get an education. They can do it. It's been proven many, many times. Is it hard? Yeah. Not everybody can do this.
After week one, any areas that you're ahead of schedule in your mind, or anything that you're a little surprised that you're behind?
We're definitely not ahead. Definitely not ahead. You just kind of go back and you're going to make mistakes sometimes that you think you shouldn't make, but sometimes you make plays and you're like, okay, that was good. They sorted that assignment out pretty cleanly. It's just one day at a time. I think, like I said, the first week I think was good, and we'll see where we go this week. In another 6 days, we'll look back and see where we are. And let's keep challenging the guys every day to come out with that great energy and focus.
What are you most pleased about after week one?
They did what we asked week one. They practiced very hard. They were really very intent in the meetings, and I think they picked up a lot of scheme that we thrown at them. There wasn't a bunch of assignment complete busts. There's some busts, but they're details, and we'll clean those up.
Is there a role? Is there like a timetable, Chris, where you kind of determine when the true freshmen are, you kind of want to redshirt them, or they're really in the mix to maybe play?
Yeah, I think everybody's different. We've made decisions by game 4 that the guy's going to go, and by the end of fall camp, we're thinking, we're probably going to redshirt this guy, and then all of a sudden some injuries happen. So it is always work in progress. Always evaluating it. There might be some guys in the next 2 weeks that we say this guy's gonna play, but I mean, long season, so they're all competing, and that's what we tell them. It's like, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter if you're 4th string right now. You might be 1st string here in another couple of weeks. That's just how it goes. And I know they're kind of some of the new guys look like, what is he talking about? But we've seen it all, so just got to keep playing.
Going back to where the kids are, is it important right now when you're evaluating how much they're able to pick up stuff? Is that what's important right now in terms of how they adjust to what the coaches tell them?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. There's a couple parts to it, but one is certainly, and they don't have to pick up everything, but they got to pick up a lot, and we just see who can handle that because we do game plan, we do tweak things. Is the guy going to be able to handle it from week to week, and we change it on them? So that's an important part. But it's also just the speed of the game, the physicality of the game. Can they handle all 3 of those things, really? And then getting back to the school question, okay, is this guy going to be ready to do it all? Throw school in there and still be okay? Or does he need to redshirt to take care of school? He needs more time for that. So I always marvel at the kids who play as true freshmen. I mean, there's more and more playing, but I can't imagine back way when I was in college to come to something like this and be thrown into the mix. It's hard.
Going back to the school question, Coach has always been a father figure. How much has that changed now in terms of telling the kids, like you said, in terms of school, academics, and sports, it's been done? And for you, because you're right in the middle of both, right? Yeah. Administration and the kids, father figure.
Yeah, I mean, we talk to all of our kids' parents and tell them, hey, we get it. I get what it was like when my son just went away to college and I got another one going. You like someone around them that's going to emphasize the things that they've been emphasizing for the last 17, 18 years anyways, and just to continue that. I mean, this is a big part, important, critical point in their life, and they don't have it figured out yet. We're here to help them figure it out, and that's our job.